Hello and welcome back to RV Grow Your Space to Listen, Repeat, Shadow, and Grow. I'm James and I am really happy you are here with me today. In this episode, I am going to share something that every English learner wants to know. Something that feels almost like magic when it finally happens. Today we are going to talk about the secret to speaking English without thinking. Yes, without thinking, without translating, without searching for words in your head. Just speaking. Naturally, freely, confidently. And by the end of this episode, you will understand exactly how this works and exactly how to get there. Let's begin. First, let me ask you something. Have you ever had this experience? You are in a conversation. Someone asks you a question in English. And suddenly your mind goes blank. You know the words. You studied them. But in that moment, they are gone. You start translating in your head. You think of the answer in your own language first. Then you try to translate it into English. But by the time you find the words, the moment has passed. The conversation has moved on. And you feel frustrated. You feel behind. You feel like your English is not good enough. I want you to know something. This is not because your English is bad. This is not because you are not smart enough. This is not because you studied the wrong things. This happens because of one simple reason. Your English is still in your studying brain, and it has not yet moved into your speaking brain. That is the secret. And today we are going to talk about exactly how to move it there. So what does speaking without thinking actually mean? It does not mean you speak with zero thought. It does not mean you say random words with no meaning. Speaking without thinking means your English comes automatically. Like breathing. Like walking. You do not think about how to breathe. You just breathe. You do not think about how to walk. You just walk. That is what fluent English feels like. The words come before the thought. The sentence forms before you decide it. The language flows because it is trained. Because it is practiced. Because it is lived. And here is the most important thing I want you to understand today. This is not a talent. This is not a gift that some people have and others don't. This is a skill. And like every skill, it can be learned. It can be trained. It can be built. Step by step. Day by day. One sentence at a time. So how do you build it? How do you move English from your studying brain into your speaking brain? I have 5 powerful secrets for you today. Let's go through them together. Secret number 1. Stop translating. Start feeling. This is the most important shift you need to make. Right now, when you hear or read an English word, what do? You probably translate it into your own language first. You see the word happy and you think of the word in your mother tongue. You see the word tired and you translate it. You see the word excited and you look for the equivalent in your language. This translation habit is the number 1 enemy of automatic speaking. Because every time you translate, you add a step. And that extra step slows everything down. So what do you do instead? You connect English words directly to feelings, images, and experiences. When you hear the word happy, don't think of the translation. Think of a moment when you felt happy. A real memory. A real feeling. When you hear the word tired, feel the heaviness in your body. When you hear the word excited, feel that energy in your chest. Connect the English word directly to the real human experience. No translation in the middle. Just word and feeling. Word and image. Word and memory. This is how children learn language. And this is how you will too. Let's practice right now. I will say a word. Don't translate it. Just feel it. Just see it. Just experience it. Happy. Feel it. Now you repeat. Happy. Tired. Feel it. Now you repeat. Tired. Excited. Feel it. Now you repeat. Excited. Nervous. Feel it. Now you repeat. Nervous. Proud. Feel it. Now you repeat. Proud. Beautiful. That is direct connection. No translation. Just English and feeling. Secret number 2. Build sentence patterns, not single words. Most learners study words. They collect words. They memorize words. But words alone are not enough. When you speak, you do not use single words. You use sentences. You use patterns. And if those patterns are not already in your brain, you have to build them in real time. And building takes time. And time creates hesitation. And hesitation breaks fluency. So instead of learning words, learn sentence patterns. Short, simple patterns that you can use again and again in different situations. Patterns like, I want to, I need to, I think that, I feel like, can you help me? I am not sure but, I would like to. These patterns are your speaking templates. Once they are trained in your brain, once they feel automatic, you just fill in the missing piece and your sentence is ready. Let's practice some patterns together. Repeat after me. I want to speak more naturally. Now you repeat. I need to practice every day. Now you repeat. I think that English is getting easier. Now you repeat. I feel like I am improving. Now you repeat. Can you help me understand this? Now you repeat. I am not sure but I think so. Now you repeat. I would like to try again. Now you repeat. These patterns are now in your brain. Use them. Fill them with your own words. Make them yours. Secret number 3. Shadow until it feels automatic. You already know what shadowing is. You listen to someone speaking English and you repeat exactly what they say. Same speed. Same rhythm. Same tone. Same pauses. But today I want to tell you why shadowing is the most powerful tool for speaking without thinking. When you shadow, you are not thinking about grammar. You are not thinking about vocabulary. You are not translating. You are just copying, repeating, following. And in that moment, your brain is experiencing what automatic English feels like. It is a preview, a taste, a training session for fluency. The more you shadow, the more natural English patterns get stored in your automatic memory. And the more patterns you store, the more easily they come out when you speak for real. So how do you shadow effectively? First, choose audio that is a little challenging but not too difficult, like this podcast. Second, listen to one sentence. Then pause. Then repeat it exactly. Try to copy everything. The speed, the emotion, the rhythm. Third, do the same sentence 3 times. Then move to the next. Fourth, do this for just 10 minutes every day. Just 10 minutes. That is enough. Because consistency beats intensity. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Let's shadow right now. Repeat after me slowly. Speaking English without thinking is possible. Now you repeat. It takes practice and patience. Now you repeat. But every day it gets a little easier. Now you repeat. I am training my speaking brain right now. Now you repeat. And I will not stop until it feels natural. Now you repeat. Perfect. That is shadowing. That is training. That is progress. Secret number 4. Talk to yourself every single day. I know this sounds a little strange, but this is one of the most powerful habits you can build. When you are alone, speak in English. Narrate your life like you are telling a story. Say things like, I am making breakfast right now. I am going to have eggs and coffee. The weather looks nice today. I think I will go for a walk later. I feel a little tired but I am in a good mood. These small moments of self-talk are incredibly powerful because they force you to produce English in real time, without preparation, without notes, without anyone helping you. Just you and your brain and your English. And every time you do this, you are strengthening the connection between your thoughts and the English language. You are cutting out the translation step. You are building the direct pathway from thought to English word. And that pathway is exactly what automatic speaking is made of. Start small. Just one sentence when you wake up. Good morning. I slept well. I feel ready for today. That is enough to start. Then add one more sentence tomorrow. And one more the day after. Build it slowly. Build it consistently. And watch what happens over the next 30 days. Secret number 5. Embrace mistakes as proof of progress. This might be the most important secret of all. Because the biggest thing that stops people from speaking without thinking is fear. Fear of saying the wrong word. Fear of using the wrong tense. Fear of sounding strange or funny or incorrect. And because of this fear, they slow down. They double-check every word. They edit every sentence before it comes out. And that editing process is the opposite of automatic speaking. Here is the truth. Mistakes are not signs of failure. Mistakes are signs of speaking. You cannot make a mistake if you are silent. You can only make a mistake if you are trying. And trying is exactly what builds fluency. Every mistake you make is a data point. Your brain notices it. Your brain adjusts. Your brain gets better. But only if you keep going. Only if you keep speaking. Only if you stop letting fear win. So the next time you make a mistake in English, say this to yourself. Good. That means I am speaking. That means I am learning. That means I am getting closer to automatic English. And then keep going. Now let me tell you a short story. Listen carefully. Then we will shadow it together. Her name was Yuki. She had been learning English for 3 years. She knew many words. She understood podcasts and videos. But when she tried to speak, everything stopped. Her mind went blank. Her heart beat fast. She translated everything. And by the time she found the words, it was too late. One day she made a decision. She decided to stop waiting. She decided to stop translating. She started shadowing every morning for 10 minutes. She started talking to herself in English while she cooked, while she walked, while she cleaned. She made mistakes every day. But she kept going. And after 30 days, something changed. The words started coming before she thought about them. The sentences formed on their own. She opened her mouth and English came out. Automatically. Naturally. Without thinking. That is the secret. Not a magic trick. Not a special talent. Just daily practice. Daily shadowing. Daily self-talk. Daily courage. Now let's shadow Yuki's story together. Repeat after me. She decided to stop waiting. Now you repeat. She decided to stop translating. Now you repeat. She started shadowing every morning. Now you repeat. She made mistakes every day. Now you repeat. But she kept going. Now you repeat. And after 30 days something changed. Now you repeat. The words came before she thought about them. Now you repeat. English came out automatically. Now you repeat. That story can be your story. It will be your story. If you choose it. Here is your challenge for today. Pick one of the 5 secrets. Just one. And do it today. Right now. After this episode. Shadow 3 sentences from this podcast. Or talk to yourself in English for 1 minute. Or practice 5 sentence patterns out loud. Just one action. Just one step. Because 1 step today leads to 2 steps tomorrow. And 2 steps tomorrow leads to automatic English next month. You are closer than you think. The speaking brain is already inside you. You just need to wake it up. Train it. Trust it. Use it. This is RV Grow. I'm James and I am proud of every single step you take. Keep listening. Keep shadowing. Keep speaking. And remember, the secret to speaking without thinking is simply to never stop practicing. See you next time.